so much soul. About to bust out the room. All different flavors, way more than 32. From these shoes, you can't mess with these dudes. Nike Reeboks, about soccer knees. Golden Gooses on dudes, it's crazy. Converse collab make life easy.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Soul Brother, hosted by yours truly, Flexx Luthor. And today, guys, we are blessed with a guest. What's up? What's new? And how you feeling, my guy?
My dog, appreciate you for having me, man. I'm excited for this.
Appreciate you taking time out your day to hop on the Soul Brother podcast.
Of course, man. Of course, man.
So this your first time here. Give an introduction and something about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Mike Jones. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina.
You from Raleigh?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Just city. Well, like a suburb called Apex, but if you don't know North Carolina or know the Raleigh area, I just say Raleigh.
Yeah.
And I'm a photographer, designer. She's a musician.
Like it.
Sneakerhead. I'm like a silent sneakerhead. I'm not like how you really like you got these and that's not that. It's like I'm just a collector in that case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So definitely one of my little hobbies that not many people know about. So it's dope getting to have this interview with you because like it's a new avenue people get to learn about myself more and saying. So yeah, man, it's a little something about
I like it, man. When people think of North Carolina, it's always Charlotte, Raleigh, and now J. Cole, Fayetteville. Like I feel like that if you say anything else, it's like,
yeah, true. But I mean, if you from North Carolina, like,
oh yeah,
I feel like I think it's when people you say this one because Carolina itself, like people they say Rocky Mount, you know what I'm saying, like Greenville, like all those places too, Winston, you know what I'm saying, Greensboro, like I feel like in the city, like in the state, it's all equated, but like obviously you're not from here. You think North Carolina, you think on Raleigh, Charlotte, and Fayetteville, obviously too. But I hate talking to people outside that's not from North Carolina because when you tell them you're from North Carolina, the one thing I'm gonna be like, do you know J. Cole? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you know the baby?
Yeah, you know
like,
the baby,
on,
J. Cole. Yeah, I'm
so,
like, they just be walking around North
facts.
Carolina like, what's up? Yeah, bro, I'm finna rock.
Yeah,
come by, chill with me.
Facts.
Nah, bro. Nah. But I do remember like seeing the baby around, like before he got like hot.
Yeah,
I do remember seeing him around, but still, it wasn't like I didn't know who he was gonna be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I didn't but like, hey man, let me be cool with you. Nah. So But before we get into it, we're gonna start with what's on feet. So what did you wear? Yeah,
it's like my little prize possession. I be wearing these too much literally because they get a little wear and tear. But these are collab through the 38A Gallery with the Whitaker Group and Adidas.
Okay.
So they did this thing back in 2024 called the Queens and Kings. And it was basically they took it like the silhouette of the superstar and kind of did it. I said a collab with the 38A Gallery. It's like a photo gallery that Whitaker Group one of their initiatives, and they like chose like three photographers in North Carolina and then 3 in Pittsburgh. That's where the actual gallery is at. To kind of like honor and like basically talking about the kings and queens of like the cities and like in the photography land. So this is like a definitely exclusive. It's obviously exclusive thing, but it's honestly like you can't buy these.
It
was a strictly gifting process with them. But my face is all over the campaign. It's me, one of my dogs, Lindsay, shot by Lindsay. He's like a photographer in the city too. And then Khadijah, K Shug, she's another photographer as well. We were like 3 honorees in Charlotte. So they did like a night for us, where they did a pop-up gallery. We had to submit some photos, and then basically everything was just prepped around the shoes. So I wear these a lot now because I feel like at first it took me about like good 3-4 months to wear them because I'm like, these are one-on-ones. I can't really pop out in these. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. But I'm like, nah, like sneakers are meant to be worn. My dog Khalil always say, yo, sneakers are meant to be worn. So put them on your feet, you know what I'm saying? Then it's cool because like I took these with me to like Summer League in Vegas, and I went to an Adidas party, and they were like, what are those? I'm like, yo, I ain't got these ones, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool to flex on some people, you know what I'm saying? Because only select few got them. But yeah, this was what I chose for today. So
shout out James Whitner, man. He be doing it, man. I haven't really came in contact with him yet, but that's the plan. That's the goal. I got a lot of stuff.
He dropped. You saw the obviously you saw like the Nikes they just dropped, and obviously they just announced the Whitaker Group Adidas. They did like 2 days ago. They announced them too. It's like color palette's crazy, like all on the case. So it's like they would do some cool stuff though.
Yeah, I heard there's a rumor the Retro 11 low that he got with the new kind of subcategory that he just went off of the Jade.
Yep.
The
women's store.
So
have you been to the shop?
No, I haven't.
It's fire. It's really fire.
There's one here?
Yeah, but they opened one up on Central in Charlotte, Plaza Midway.
Yeah, I gotta go by there and hopefully I can get those 11s. I'm an 11 guy.
Speaking of those, real quick though, are these the Jubilees?
Yeah.
So Chris, crazy about this because you want to talk about it in my story. So this was actually my first freelance campaign that I shot with East Bay. So I don't know if you saw the East Bay branding.
That's why I brought him here, man.
Man,
that's
for real?
why I brought him
you
here.
You research?
Yeah, man. I seen. I'm
fire.
like, oh, okay.
Man, that's crazy.
I got him
saw
in the
him
closet.
like, man, yeah,
I had to pull him out. I was like, oh yeah, because whenever I have somebody on, I like to try and tie in the conversation.
Yeah,
what we're having with something, maybe their first shoe, their first design or something. I was like, okay, cool. I got the first shoe he shot.
Man, that's so wild, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I know people don't really know about that because I don't really talk about much in the story other than say, yeah, I did my first like freelance campaign with East Bay. But yeah, shout out to my people with Jazz and Taylor for that one. It literally was just like I remember I was working at Dick's Sporting Goods in the footwear department.
Yeah.
This is how bad like I couldn't really afford sneakers back then, and my dad always say you just got to figure out how to get something free. I was like, for sure. So literally, like I was literally on my break. And something told me, he's like, you know, I'm gonna just tweet this out. I literally tweeted out, and next year I want to do a Nike campaign, a Puma campaign. And next thing you know, my friend Josh is like, why don't you hit me? Like, I work for Foot Locker, and I'm like, I don't ask my people for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So then one dot connected the other. Then my dog Taylor Houston reached out. They sent me a pack, and they were like, you got like a couple days. I'm like, so I used my brother Christian, who was like, he got more into sneakers because like. He's a heavy sneakerhead. And literally he was like the one that kind of got me more in tune with knowing the numbers and different retros and all that stuff. So I give a lot of credit to him. He gonna really flip out when he hear me say that because I never like, no, I got this first. But he put me on really. So I used him as my subject. And he got doing joints. So yeah.
Yeah, I seen it, and I got a special place in my heart for East Bay in general. You know, it's not around anymore, unfortunately. But like I used to. It's kind of this thing, the East Bay magazines within the sneaker community. So like when I started getting East Bay magazine, I was like, oh, this is it, you know. Right. And then it wasn't. And maybe it was a while later, but East Bay wasn't a thing anymore. So I still got some magazines. Yeah. I have the special edition one they gave with Steph Curry, and then I have the one they released with the hair sevens. Yeah. The hair on it. Like, so I still had that one. So I was like, yeah, let me pull out the Jubilees. Yeah. If y'all guys, I can see it. Yeah. Jubilee 11s, man. I was like, yeah, let me pull these out. I wish mine looked as good as that. Mine are some bitters, yo. Like, I wish mine, I should have preserved them joints because, like, that's my first one. Was my first Jordan. Yeah. That was obviously my first, I guess, one free shoe, but two free shoe for a campaign. Yeah. Yeah. Dang, man. It's about memories from that one. So I'm excited for this, man. I'm so excited. I like it. So we're gonna start with what's your origin story and how did you fall in love with photography and design? Yeah. So basically my photography journey started in 2018. Post grad, I did my internship at Wake Forest. Going into recruiting. So at that time, like trying to obviously get into the industry of sports, there's only a couple ways to make good money. And one of the ways is being a coach if you're going to work in sports, you know? So either sport, being a coach, being an agent. Yeah. And obviously I didn't go to law school. So I got into recruiting. And I started doing my internship unpaid at Wake Forest. But I realized how much the coaches around the team so much more than their families. They look miserable every day. I'm like, yo, like this can't be y'all. Like some people, to each his own. Yeah. Not to not knock people, but some people like, yo, they get up and enjoy it every day. To me, that's not me. There's something much more. I realized that during the practices, I was making money by being an equipment boy. So I was like basically catching like the punt returns and balls. And also I would move from going up to doing the music for practice as well too, the playlists and stuff. By the time I realized there was nobody taking pictures for the team. So I'm just like, geez, I don't want to take pictures. I know I have the idea and the seed already been sewn into me because my dad bought a Caitlin camera he would just take me pictures for our family for that. So I went down to the video suite one day after practice and I'm like, yo, I really want to learn how to use a camera. Like I want to shoot photos of practice. And bro gave me a camera. It was a Lumix. I never forget it. He was like, go shoot. I'm like, you gonna tell me how to turn this joint on, bro? Like how do I work this? And he'll figure it out. So I went out there. I'm literally on my phone. So I had the camera in my hand. Practice like 2 hours. Good thing practice was just be like long. Yeah. So I had enough time to try to figure it out because I only needed at the time it was like 5 photos you post on Instagram or 4 photos you post on Instagram. I think at the time. I'm in there like on YouTube, like trying to search how to use the camera on my phone, which is crazy because they want us to be on my phone at practice. So I'm like trying to sneak it. You know what I'm saying? So sneaking that in the case, obviously doing like more of the research on it and also shooting at the same time.
I had no idea what I was doing. Both were so bad, the grainy, all this stuff. But the players were like, they look on my shoulder when they're shooting, like, yo, that's hard, boom, boom. I'm like, don't tell me that, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling myself. So, obviously, I went back and learned how to edit. And I was literally on YouTube like every night trying to figure out how to like edit and be in the set. So that's how that started. The design also came literally a couple weeks after that when I realized I was sending photos to the graphic designer, and I hated how the photos were being used in the graphics. I'm like, yo, like, ain't doing this justice, bro. I'm out here snapping and like some made graphics. So I learned Photoshop. I got on YouTube University again, and literally I was like, man, proud graduate. I say that every year, I'm proud graduate YouTube University, yo.
I love it.
Literally, I was like learning how to use graphic design, and kind of like I wanted to figure out like in the sport industry, the design is a very complex thing because like you have to make very compelling eye-popping graphics to catch people's eyes. So I was trying to figure out how to do that. The first graphic I ever made was a Halloween graphic. I turned all the players into zombies in like a cartoon type of zombie thing, and they went crazy for it. Oh my, it was, to me, I look back now, I'm like, yo, this is so bad. Like, this is terrible. But back then, I'm like, yo, like, I spent up all night just working on that graphic. And so that really started that, and then I left Wake after a year, went to Carolina for 2 years, uninterned there as well, started in recruiting as well. Ended up 3 months after switching over to doing photos and graphics there. And so ever since then, that's how it took off on the sports side. Left Carolina after 2 years, went to NC State to be director of creative media. And right there was my challenge to really like learn deeper into sport design, because the person that left before me, one of my really good friends named Chanel Smith Walker, she's one of the most talented designers I know. She set the bar high. So I'm really going into her spot after she left to go to Tennessee, and I was like, I don't know how in the world I can look up to her graphics. So literally, same thing too. I was kind of just testing my hand on different things. But I realized that I started to catch a lot of inspiration from outside things from just design itself. So another avenue that I explored was concert photography. My first ever concert I shot was Trippie Redd in October 2021. I think it was the Trip at Night tour, and I had no idea what I was doing there. It was a whole different side, but right there kind of compelled more of expanding my photography knowledge and what I want to do. And then obviously Dreamville come around in April that year. And one of my friends, Kiera, she hit me and my boy Mo up. They all like, y'all want to come shoot for BET OK Player? I'm like, for sure.
Yeah, why not?
I only had like one, like all my Trippie Redd shots were the ones I used for like the 6 hours. They wanted to send like, yo, like, let me see your work, see what you've done. That's all I had was one concert, and that was good enough. I'm like, thank you.
That's
so then he got into that, and then went crazy at Dreamville that first year, and that's how things just literally just expand out. And that's on the graphic side. The fashion design, the textile design, like where like what I'm getting to now. That really didn't break off until I moved to Charlotte. When I was in Raleigh though, one of my mentors named Victor Levinko. He's a fashion designer over at Raleigh Workshop, and he was right there, kind of inspiring me just to figure out new ways to be creative in my own realm, just photography and design. The fashion design was not even there yet. So then, literally 2022, my dog Taylor Banner, she's a creative director at Charlotte FC. She hit me. She was like, "Hey, are you interested in doing the special kit numbers for our Black Excellence jersey this year for Charlotte FC?" I'm like, I've never designed no jersey before. Like, I guess so. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where, like, and I can never question God, because literally I don't know where they pull, like, whatever they pull from my catalog of like work to be like, yeah, this is the person. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, their names are in rooms before you even walk in. I'm a believer in that. So that's how that went. And I literally, I pulled inspiration from everything I do coming from music. And so obviously music is my first form of art. So all my projects have a musical tie to it. And I think same thing with photography, like everything has a musical tie to it. So yeah, that's like a little brief kind of, I can go on for about it. That's like a little brief way I got into it.
It always surprises me how fast like a person can learn photography. Because like once you get into it, it's just like there's so much to it that you don't want to be like, oh, it's easy to learn.
Right.
Because it's like there's so much that goes into it. But like I spoke to so many people that's like, I picked up a camera and I started shooting. And I'm just like, I can't do it.
That's the first step. You got, I always say people, and especially that this applies to anything you want to do. It's like, I want to do this. Well, the first step is you thinking about it. The second step is trying to figure out how you act upon it. Is it, do you write it down on a piece of paper? Like, you got to really give yourself a reason to, like, I'm going to go through this. You know what I'm saying? Always say, give yourself collateral, you know, in some way. like put something up for yourself or like sacrifice something for yourself.
Yeah,
and just, you know what I'm saying, put yourself to the test, and if you really want to do it, because in this world and in today's age, there's so many people that just talk about what they want to do, and I'm like, yo, like I'm a person. Don't tell me what you want to do, because I'm gonna hold you accountable. And two, like I don't have time to sit here and like to check in on you. You're still at step zero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it.
So that's kind of like, I know to go off road with that, but same thing with photography. A lot of photography, I want to get in photos. I say, all right, do it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't got a camera. Well, you use your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's no excuse. You could, back then, people ain't had cameras. They would draw it. They would look at an image. They would draw it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, it really is the ambition and will to do it first. And that's really kind of compel you off of that. And then you're going to see, like, Apple shoots all their campaign. Now, I'll be kind of pulling their card a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they be saying they shoot all this stuff on iPhone.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, y'all a little too good on this. But they sell that they shoot a good product off a good product. So, like, I mean, Apple can do it, and it compels you to buy an iPhone. Why can't you do it? You know what I'm saying? To start out.
Yeah.
I mean, the iPhone camera is better than some cameras out right now.
Look, so that's the reason why I got the latest one.
You know what I'm saying? That's 17 crazy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I got the latest one. And I mean, with the lighting, and if you just know a little bit, you can create something nice.
Facts.
But I mean, of course, you got to get more into it to create like a real product.
Right.
But that's really why I've like I got to get this new iPhone to get this camera, because I've been trying to figure out how I can share my collection with other people, and I try to use it like reviews or videos, and now I'm going more into like photos. Yeah. Where did you like once you finally got used to the camera? Where did you get where was your inspiration for how you shot? Because I've seen your concert pictures. Yeah. I see you kind of like black out and kind of focus on the person. Like, how did you know, like, this is what I want to do?
Honestly, I mean, I don't know. I think first, it stems from music. You know what I'm saying? Everything is breaking down into a composition. To me, like I said, I live my life in harmony with, like, in the same how music is.
Yeah.
With translating that with shooting, you gotta realize that, like, there's different components to a song. And your main focus is, you're ready to listen to music. Your focus is, a lot of people's main focus is the lyrics. So obviously, to me, as shooting photography is like, what is equivalent to the lyrics? The artist itself, or what is the clear to the beat that's surrounding it? You know what I'm saying? The stage progression, like all these different things that are around that surround the subject itself.
Yeah.
So I want to put heavy focus on that, which is, it's crazy that you actually say that, because you're the first person to know that out. That, like, I intentionally do that a lot on, like, a lot of my photos. I like keep the subject highlighted, and I go and I darken everything out, because I want that image to be pulled out in the case of it. So yeah, I get a lot of inspiration from that, but then I'm inspired by everything that has nothing to do with photography. Like, I try to find inspiration in every single thing. And recently, especially now with what I'm working on, I've been finding inspiration in a lot of nostalgia. So a lot of things I used to do as a kid, like watching old shows like Rocket Power, Hey Arnold, like Courage the Cowardly Dog, All Real Monsters, those type of things. And then games we used to play back then, Tekken, like Sonic, all this stuff is like going back, because it makes sense to the story and showing, like, in that way. I mean, obviously nostalgia is the most like consumed thing in today's time. Okay, so how can I put a modernist twist on it? Same thing with my photos as well too. And most recently, I started to train my editing style kind of a little bit too, to kind of give them more like new age modern look to things, you know. But I'm also inspired by the people I work with and around me. There's like 3 photographers in my mind right now that I'm inspired by the most. There's CJ Visuals. Has my little brother. He actually is one of the coldest I know. Cozy, Chris Leach, and then Malik Giss, named Squid, are the 3 I've been focusing on heavy in this past couple weeks. On like basically dissecting their work. Cause I'm trying to find new avenues and ways. Like, I'm trying to learn film right now. I'm trying to probably get a medium format camera. So like, I'm trying to like find new ways and inspiration of things, you know. So I mean, it's kind of like, and like I said, it changes. Like, I can be inspired by different photographers every single day. And my rotation kind of switches. But those 3 I'm focused on right now. But that's.
When did you realize, all right, this is a career. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to push forward.
It's crazy. It's like, I can't even, and Victor, my mentor, he always says, like, you can't compartmentalize and just one thing, just be an artist. I think once I realized just being an artist as my career, I think when I walked out, and no, it wasn't even the FC jersey I did. I think it was the Carolina Hurricanes jersey, which is obviously the hat that I'm wearing right now. And these actually just came out, honestly, this past week. Yeah. So the thing is, so like the Hurricanes own the design, so they can take whatever they want, which is cool. I'm like, yo,
Okay,
I said y'all can do what y'all want with this, fine.
yeah.
Just send me product of it.
Yeah,
I
just
support it for sure.
yeah.
But they never shy away from acknowledging me and also shying away from like just continuing the storyline, which is perfect because like hockey is a black people are a minority in hockey, and every year they make it a importance to like, yo, this one is to be our initiative. So, but I think that jersey itself is the one that kind of I really can do this as a career because like I stepped out and I'm like going to that arena and seeing myself on a billboard. I'm like, yo, like these people. I was a kid in this same neighborhood in town, like sitting up at the, I'm saying in the upper levels, and now I'm on a scoreboard, and it's like all because of something that I created. You know what I'm saying, or God created through me. So I mean, that's kind of where I realized it. But I think my parents always told us like y'all gonna be y'all gonna excel in anything y'all do because y'all are kids. What we instilling y'all. I think it's on our avenues to trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
And that's what my parents did. Like everything we want to try, my parents was like they invested everything into it, time, energy, like finances, everything. And I was like, yeah, I want to, like, if I want to go here, I want to try fishing. My dad would have 5 fishing poles. And my mom would get off work to go take me to the lake. You know what I'm saying? It's like equipment like that. That's how supportive they were. But that also showed me in the case too of like showing that you can really do anything. And you got people that believe in you, support you, and also beyond that, you have like the resources as well too. I literally was just speaking to one of my boys. His name's Kev. He go by Huncho.
Yeah.
And he was telling me I want to start a clothing brand. I'm like, bro, like, heard the blueprint, bro. Go ahead and do it. And he literally he hit me. He was like, yo, I'm about to get serious on it. And it's in a case like for him saying that, I automatically believed him because I can tell in the driving him. He's like, yeah, like I really want to do this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. Like I mean, like honestly, I know that piggyback back from what you were saying. Like I think when I walked out and saw the Rose jersey, that's when I was like, yeah, I probably can do this as a career. But I still kind of had those moments where I'm like, nah, I don't know what I want to do because like, do I want to be a photographer? Do I want to be a designer? Do I want to be a mentor? Like, by thinking total, I'm just being an artist or just being Mike Jones. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So,
I feel that. Like I found you once the Hurricane jersey drop. I seen the interview, had an interview, and that's when I was like, oh, he's local. Like, oh, okay, you know. And then you dropped the Hornets jersey.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Man.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I almost called out of work because I think y'all had like a restock. The next day.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to call out because I wanted to get it.
I know, like, man. Yeah.
But it, everybody was on that jersey, man. That was
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, that jersey's nice. I like the you got the different streets. And the number, man.
The hoods,
crazy,
bro. That jersey sold out in 2 hours and 30 minutes. Literally, like on a Friday.
Yeah.
In the middle of the workday, at 11 o'clock, it dropped, and literally at like 1:30, it was gone. I'm like, yo, like, there's people there that resting on their lunch break.
Yeah.
And I got to the arena, and there was a line out around the door. It's only like 100 some people in the line already. I'm like, yo, it's like, there's no player attaching to this. It's not, let's just like a special, but like, everybody that was there, I went by and I shook everybody's hand in that line. They were like, yo, like, there's people that say, I haven't been to Uptown in 20 years, or I've never I've never stepped foot in this arena. But like, I saw my neighborhood on that jersey and it meant something to me on the story. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, that's honestly that's like my baby right there. All 3 of them is, but that's my one. Like one is Mitchell and Ness, amazing collaboration. But 2, obviously like to have like a Hornets jersey, Blue jersey. Growing up a Hornets fan too. Like, that's insane.
That's it.
And then that was the kind of like I don't know. I feel like everything that I've done in life, have prayed on and manifested early on. More praying than manifestation. I feel like obviously God's in the mix a lot of things. Yeah. So I'm very careful when I say I pray for and manifest. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is through God's work. But yeah, everything I said I want to do, I've done. God did give me resources and the tools, and it's like, yo, if that works, you're dead. Do the work. Yeah. So same thing with the Dreamville jacket. That's another one too. Jeff working with Jeff Hamilton. Yeah. My one of my brothers, Mark Prosper, I worked with him on that, and then with the Dreamville team. So like Adam and Eve and Rihanna. Yeah. So it was a crazy run, and that was all in the same year. Those two were in the same year. I'm like, sheesh. Like honestly, it was like 2 months apart. And honestly, with the jacket was done when the time the jersey dropped. Nobody knew that though. I was just so like, yo, y'all already know I got coming next. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, bro, it was insane.
So when you talk about like how fast you started in 2018 and you picked up the camera, and the next thing you know, you're making a Dreamville jacket. How do you stay grounded? Like, how do you stay
Bro,
how do you keep up?
Honestly, bro, I stay grounded. Through prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like my faith is the most important things in my life. It is the most important thing in my life. My parents taught us that. So I stay grounded with God, and that way I never get, because in the industry, and in this how the design and the creative industry can take you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, that they get ahead of themselves with it. You know what I'm saying? They get big headed, and to me, it's like I'm not in a rush. I'm not searching for fame. I'm searching for like fortune, even though the financial wealth is actually a nice touch to help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm more just doing everything in the glory to God, you know, and that's kind of that's my purpose. And like obviously, like everything that God gives upon you, and it's like you obviously do what you can to honor Him and give it back and pay it forward. And then when your cup overflows, and you bless other people with the overflow, you know, every project I've done, I've had somebody attached to it. Obviously, there were people realized there was 14 people involved with that Hornets jersey, and then there was like four. It was just me and two people with the Rose jersey, and then I think around 3 people with the other one, and then the jacket was aside from me and Mark, it was like 5 people total. So like, I'm always big on sharing the table.
Yeah.
Because I think collaboration is what can bring things to the fullness. It's like, it's cool to have some things for yourself though.
Yeah.
To like work on project. Like I'm working on a project right now solely for myself. Right now. But yeah, I mean, really, like staying grounded is just the people around you who you surround yourself around will keep you grounded. Obviously, God, first and foremost, your family support system. But then I think for what I do for myself, I listen to a lot of jazz music. So John Coltrane, like Miles Davis, Wes Montgomery. I listen to a lot of that in the mornings, like 6 in the morning, jazz already playing.
Yeah.
I always got jazz because it keeps me in a very sonder state.
Yeah.
And then I think to that, I just kind of do things to decompress. I like I was like talking to my boys about this. I like doing like this very wholesome things. So I hit the chat with my boys, and it's my boy Nick, Luke, and Mark, and I'm like, y'all trying to go get ice cream? And they're like, get ice cream? What you talking about, yo? Like, I'm like, bro, like let's do something. You know what I'm saying? When they realize, like, yo, realize the problem is not you, Mike. It's on us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, it's just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like walks. Literally, like, we just do a lot. I know more just like things that I find enjoyment in that has nothing to do with turning our brain off. So
yeah, I like that. When you said that you're a silent sneakerhead, like what exactly is that,
bro? Like, I'm not vocal and like all these sneakerheads are. You know what I'm saying? And plus, too, like my collection is it's a range. It's not like I have 50, 60 pairs. Like of shoes in one corner of my or like in my room with a storage unit with 200 pairs. It's not that. I do a lot of like the shoes I kind of have. I kind of just obviously still give out and obviously kind of like donate. But I keep a lot of heavy things in my collection. I will say I was at Carolina for 2 years. And I was unpaid. But I never forget that I got a pair of player editions.
Okay.
It worth like $9,000.
I like it.
Yes, I'm gonna show you a picture after this.
All right.
Of the ones. And obviously, like the player editions that they get the Jordan Brand school, especially Carolina, they only make only enough for the athletes or men and women's basketball and football and staffs. So like they're numbered too, and it's like I have one of those shrink wrap. I'm like, yo, it's like nobody in the world other than like you been through here got these. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
But also for that too is like I collect things that's like they really don't even know about. I try to find a lot of brands over. Like I collect a lot of sneakers. I keep some in rotation because I like people making assumptions of me. And not knowing because I don't post my sneakers at all. You know what I'm saying? But if you go back and look through my fits, I always have something knowing that people never seen. You know what I'm saying? Or have some stuff on that's like, yo, I didn't even know like you had that. I'm like, But I realized I got that motive from my boy Mark because he literally was like, he has one of the craziest collections. And my boy Alex Brown, he's probably the biggest sneakerhead that I know. I remember like on my first day at work, he bought in like the Yeezys, the Nike joints, and the seal was already coming off on the joints. And I'm just like, yo, like. And he was like, yeah, these are my joints that I've been having for a minute. I'm like, yo, I can tell you are different in this game. I'm not like him. But I do got some stuff as well too.
Like
but yeah, I mean like I try to go back and try to find old shoes that I wanted back then I couldn't afford. Right now I'm on the hunt for the Bel Air 5s, the one that came out 2013. I'm on the hunt for those right now. Cause what I always used to do when I was in high school, everybody used to go to like the mall and like wait in line, right? I would go to the mall, wait in line, get a ticket, and not buy the shoes because I would just like, I just wanted to say I did it, but I never could afford the shoes.
That's crazy.
I know, bro. There's somebody, I know there's probably like, people in the back of the line that were like, yo, like, Yeah, we gotta get the last ticket out. I'm like,
you could have made some money. Like, hey, bro, I'm not gonna get the shoe. I'm just here for the experience. You give me it, because when I didn't wait in line. I did it one time.
Yeah.
2012 taxi 12 straight.
Yeah. Those were crazy.
I had to run through the mall.
Yeah.
Got in like almost 2 fights.
Man.
Got into an argument with somebody's mom, and I was like, we're from the South. So like my mom always told me respect, your elders, and it's somebody else's mom. So like at that point I was like, yes, I don't want to do this. So I started paying someone. I would pay the person to stand in line for me.
Yeah.
If they made so much money off of me that they could buy the shoe, because at that time the prices were like for girl size like $140.
Yeah.
So at my girlfriend at the time, I would pay for her shoes too. So I would pay that person $100, and all they had to do was put like $40 or $50 and get their pair.
Wow.
So like you could have did that.
I know, bro.
Going up there and not getting it is crazy.
I was at a different time, bro. I was just going to that case and just like get there and get the ticket, and then like slide, bro. And I'd be like, I can't afford the shoe. I definitely could have, bro. Now you think about it, I think I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I was young. But yeah, the Bugs Bunnies is the one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
The original Concords. I don't like the new 11s. How they feel? Like they're different. I have a pair of the new Cougar 11s. Don't like those. The old original 11s were like my favorites. You know what I'm saying? The Bread 4s I'm trying to find again too.
Yeah, the Bread 4s are releasing again this year.
Yeah, so I know they did the ones in 2019.
Yeah, those are leather, but they're doing the suede like the original. So it's gonna be closer to it's a better cut they have on the retro 4s now. That's a little more comfortable. Yeah, and they're gonna go with that this year.
So wait, I thought the 19 ones were just another version of the suede, and then the leather ones came out again a couple years after that though.
I believe.
I remember my first year at Carolina was like when they brought the Bread 4s back, and it was they weren't, unless they could have been.
The Bread 4s have released so many times.
Yeah, facts.
I can't confirm, but I know the last one to release was the leather one.
Yeah.
And we're getting the suede again this year.
Yeah, I definitely get that one. I think I said my first. That could have been my first shoe when I got to Carolina, but I joined the week after they gave them out. My first ever Jordan actually was a pair of low 11s. You were the low. I can't remember the name of them. The blue gator carp skin. I forgot what they're called.
Yeah.
Those are the ones, but the ones I actually started wearing, the first ones were the UNC 3s. So the same year the UNC Play Edition came out, they also did the general release one too. Yeah. And they obviously when you work in Carolina, like you get general releases as well too for free. Yeah. So that was my first ever shoes. I didn't wear those for a good month. I'm like, these one is white shoes too. I'm like, they're too icy. I don't know. I have to like step out on the joints. But I wasn't going nowhere to put shoes on. You know what I'm saying? So like, no, the time is right. And I started wearing them joints, and I was like,
I was gonna ask you about it. I seen you wearing them. So are those player exclusives? Those are the
ones that you would never see player shoes on my feet. I don't care. I don't make enough money yet to be like, I'm gonna wear these joints. Nah. Those ones like they holding their appreciation over time. The ones I'll be wearing, the 3s is like just the general release joint. So yeah.
So bro. when you're out and you're creating, you're taking your pictures, what's your go-to sneaker?
Oh geez, is every pair of ones, but I've been heavy in the New Balances lately.
Yeah.
So like, honestly, like you'll see me honestly in this like probably the same shoe. Probably the whole if I'm on a project, it's the same outfit every day. I'm wearing all black. I got some type of cap on, a Hornets hat on, and I got on like some either running shoes, some New Balances. Yeah. Just recently, my boy Peter Very at Brooks.
Yeah, shout out Peter, man.
Yeah, bro, he sent me 2 pairs of shoes. Those are on fire. I got these ones here too. My boy Steve, Stone Cold Steve with JD Sports just sent me. I'm gonna show him a little bit too. But I feel like you want to go when you're moving around. Like, I ain't got time to be being fly. Like I can get up and get some heat on my feet when I'm going to an event. But like typically I'm up every day. It's always some New Balances. Yeah. Or I love the 2002s and New Balances. They're so comfortable. Yeah. Or like I said, it's probably some Brooks or some running shoes. For a little time, it was Under Armour. Like my people at the time, Candace Cooper and my boy Nana and Mikhail were running Craig Brand Under Armour. Yeah. And they sent me like a whole pack there too, and like I was running using wearing like Under Armour trainers a lot. Yeah. That's I think it's be on the go. Like my feet be like if I'm on my feet a lot and moving around, like I ain't kind of the time my feet be hurting and stuff like that. So
them Bread 4s ain't gonna do it.
Man, nah.
Them Bread 4s ain't gonna.
I will say ones though. Yeah. I would say this ones. I've had the I can't remember the name of the joints. I'm blanking right now. They came out. They're the Royal, the what's the name of them?
The Royal Blue ones, black and blue.
Nah, they're blue and white. I can't remember the name of them. Why am I blanking? I know the name of them.
Blue and white. The retro ones, blue and white.
Yes.
Storm blue.
They're not. It's like a faded. Let me see. It's like a faded. I can't. Why am I blanking on the name right now?
It's all I can think of is the Storm Blues. Then you have
Hyper Royals.
Hyper Royals. Yes,
Hyper Royals.
Okay.
I know it's a Royal something. I was blanking on the name of it.
Those with the turbo greens and that whole. Okay. Hyper Royals. Okay.
I like those. Those definitely been like my go to like everyday shoe when I'm like just up and around. Like I used to hoop in those too. I ain't hold you. Cause I feel like I realized that like Mike was lying to everybody. I think he had custom shoes obviously when he played bowling because there's no way he was hooping in all those shoes. Them just mad uncomfortable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean it's been documented that like the Jordans for him was uncomfortable, especially the ones.
Yeah.
The ones made his foot bleed and he had to switch out.
Those are the most comfortable ones for me though.
I feel like ones is one of those pairs like once you break it in and you loosen it up, they're comfortable. Ones for me, 1s, 3s, and 12s are the most comfortable.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. I actually never had a pair of 12s before.
Oh man, I got a ton of 12s.
Yeah.
Once I got the Taxi 12s, that pretty much that's cemented things. Yeah. I was like, I think I'm pretty sure I had a pair of 12s before then, but the Taxi 12s was like, all right, I want everything, any 12 I can get.
Right.
I'm a big fan of like I have multiple colorways of the same silhouette.
Yeah, I'm saying that too. But I have so many ones.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah. What is the most memorable thing or person you've took that you shot?
Sheesh. Wow. I think the most memorable photo that I took was at Dreamville Fest of Gail Bean in the back. That probably was my most high performing post. And I don't do really analytics like that, but like that's the first time like my Instagram had like cracked on my phone. Like it like froze because
so much going on.
Oh my gosh, it was like 100, 200K likes on a photo.
Yeah.
I think because that's the first time showing my editing style because that photo was heavily inspired by Tekken. I was playing Tekken, literally, and I literally like like 2 days before Dreamville, but then beyond that, I got the editing style from there. But then one of my mentors named Carla Aaron Lopez, she put Ice and Cold, the hip hop jewelry book in my hand.
Yeah.
Cause I said, yo, I really want to do a photo out of this book that's like submitted for this case. And she was like, this book, you go here and find inspiration to that. So literally I had that one goal in mind, and literally when Gail came up, I literally popped up over there. I'm like, yo, that's the story from Snowfall and P Valley. Popped over there, stood over there, and then I asked for a photo, and she had these like gold chains on with like obviously with the grill too. And literally like I shot the photo. I went back home. I guess I played the game on edit.
Yeah.
And I literally was playing Tekken again. And I'm like, yo, like, let's see if I can like tweak this photo a little bit.
Yeah.
People call it AI. It's so funny. I'm like, yo, you must be really good. Your name, people call it John AI. They put it out, and I'm like, yo, that photo literally can be submitted. If they did Ice Cold version 2, no doubt my mind's gonna be submitted in that joint. But yeah, that was probably my most memorable. Aside from other cold photos I shot, but like, I think that was probably the one for sure.
Yeah, that's dope. So how now that you went from I'm picking up a camera, I'm taking pictures, I'm trying to get put on, now it's becoming like work. How do you continue to stay creative now that it's work?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I gotta do this.
Bro, I feel like I said, I get inspiration from everything outside of work that motivates me. I'm like, keeping work is one thing.
Yeah.
Bringing new energy to work is another, and that's what keeps me remotivated. Because it's like, I can do something new. Or I've had this area here I'm very well versed or like inspired by in this way. How can I fit this with work? You know what I'm saying? How can I fit this with design or photography? Like, I feel like the wheels always turning. I feel like every day the industry evolves and work evolves. So like, how do you do stay above the curve in the case? And I feel like you gotta still like, in order for you to put out your best work, you gotta still feel inspired and motivated to do it.
Yeah.
And sometimes if like you do something repetitively, it's over and over again, you be like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? But if you find new ways and new things to like get re-inspired or get motivated, like find new music. I have a vast catalog of music that I listen to.
Yeah.
One day I'm listening to country, one day I'm listening to rock, one day I'm listening to indie, one day I'm listening to rap, R&B, rap, gospel, like I'm listening to instrumentals. But then also on that too, I'm finding random, like I'm looking up places in countries that like see what they do over there. Like I'm especially in the design thing. I'm not focused on. Only right now. I'm focusing heavy on the West Coast design and the aesthetic over there, and I'm focusing a lot of stuff on like Italy and Brazil.
Yeah.
Are the two main out of U.S. markets that I'm looking at for inspiration.
Yeah.
And it's like they're doing things over there with not as many resources as us, and it's like, yo, like they getting this creative. Why can't I?
Yeah, I feel that.
I'm literally, I stay inspired and motivated by bringing external into the intern.
Yeah. So, I like that, man. Yeah. So with this month, as you know, it's Black History Month. So on my pod, I've been trying to highlight, Black creatives in the space. So for young Black creatives that are moving within the space that you're in, what would be your advice for them?
Oh, wow. I have two things. The first thing, one, is if somebody telling you impossible, that's probably the best piece of advice they can give you. Because all you're gonna do, and you only do out of way of guilt or doing a way out of proving them wrong. But like to say something impossible is the most like false statement because there's nothing that's impossible.
Yeah.
One, without God, but then two, how bad you want it.
Yeah.
So I say that's the best piece of advice you can get because you can go out there and prove to yourself more than you prove to others that it is possible. If you want to design a shoe, if you want to run for president, if you want to build a house, if you want to fix a car, all the things are possible. It depends on how much you want to put into it, though. What you put into it is what you got out of it. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's one thing I was saying to you earlier, like how people say, I wanted to start photography.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like, how much are you willing to put into it?
Yeah.
Because like your end product would be the result the work you be the end product would be the result of how much work you put into it.
Yeah.
If you start a company, right, and you start from the ground up, right, but you just work every single day and you work to get a $20,000 investment.
Yeah.
Right. You'll be a lot different in a month than compared to somebody who just like who didn't say they want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that time is gonna pass regardless. Yeah. So if you wait those 5 years and be like, if you would have waited 5 years, you'd be like, oh well, I could have been here in those 5 years. Those 5 years are gonna pass regardless. So it's best to go ahead and do it.
100%.
It's funny that you say that because this podcast started because someone said, yeah, you won't be able to do it. And I was like,
lit a fire on you.
Cool. I'm like, all right, well, let's try it. You know, like, because I ain't gonna say I felt like it was easy, but I felt like, all right, I'm more than capable of doing it. And if that's what I want to do, I'm gonna try it. And I've always been that type of person.
It's a learning curve for yourself. Like I'm saying, like literally, you like that. It challenged you to figure out new ways in yourself to be different and to see what you can do. You really don't. You saying you really don't know.
You don't know. Yeah. I feel that. Like that.
But yeah, and I feel like in a case, especially when saying people saying it's impossible, like they put that onto you because they got met with that impossible and they didn't put the first threshold to make that impossible possible, you know? But play with that. But the other thing I'm mentoring is obviously having a mentor and seeking like a lot of advice and guidance. But I think especially a lot of things, I put this in my cash on my birthday post. Moving off of trying to find, I guess, like pure, genuine discernment within yourself. Obviously, a lot of times we're met with things that we think and what we feel. Our mind's a spiritual warfare, and our heart is purity, where God is at. Other times that yes, it's good to think with your head, but sometimes it's like your discernment and intuition never tells you wrong. And I think of it as like you have a pound of feathers and a pound of rocks. Your rocks being your feelings and how you feel, and your feathers being your thoughts. Yeah, they're both equated to a pound. But if you blow on one, that one is dispersive, which means it's temporary. The other one is still there. Yeah. So obviously, the case of that is like when you're making decisions in your life, especially when it comes to what you want to do, you really have to like get down to the needle of it and figure out, decipher what you're feeling, what you're thinking, because those are gonna help make you clear decisions in order to get to that goal you want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everything got to be on point. Everything has to be on beat. Yeah. You know, and like not saying you can't miss a step, but us being Black in space, we can't be miss a step. We can't miss a beat. We got to stay on tempo. Yep. That's just how it is for us.
You gotta pop out. You gotta pop out and do your thing.
You know what I'm saying? Until you actually get to that point where you were at the top, which I feel like in us we will be in every avenue if we stay consistent, if we stay on beat, if we do the discernment. So
and you're right, but I always feel like these conversations are always uncomfortable for people to hear. Yeah, because it's kind of like you hear it so often, but I feel like as a Black male or just Black in general, you're growing up within this space. No matter how far you get to the top, it's always gonna be what else can I do?
Right.
How can I hold on to this? Because you're so afraid of, like, it's never that security.
Yeah.
You can have $100 million and it's still like,
Yeah.
I got to keep going. I got to build this generational wealth for my family. And like, you look at Jay-Z, I can guarantee you there's still in his mind, like, what else can I do?
Facts.
How can I keep going? Because this is just installed in you.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stop. What's going to be the next thing I do? What's the next great thing I can do? You know? Which is like, it's like a blessing and a curse because it gives you that motivation. Right. But also, I feel like you never really have time to sit back and just be like, man, that's great. Like, what I just did, that was dope. Like, you know, because you're already like, oh, that was dope. But all right, now what's next? Like, what am I going to create next? What picture am I going to take? What am I going to design next? You know, because it's like, I got to stay on top. I got to stay on my grind. So I feel that, man.
So speaking of, somebody, I saw your shirt and it's perfect. He said, like, literally, like, so go Steve Austin. On the show, like, literally the pack that Steve just sent me with JD Sports. Leah hit me out. He's the marketing regional manager for North Carolina. Yeah. And like literally, like he was like, "Yo, like, what's your side? I'm gonna get you right." I'm like, "Bro, that's love." Yeah, really, seeing your shirt, I'm like, "That's crazy how it is." But like,
you can go ahead and hop into it. Go ahead and hop into it.
Literally, I just got this done a couple of days ago. The branding, obviously, like pack was absolutely insane. Yeah. JD Sports did a collab with New Balance, and I think it's called like the Absorb. And they use like 2000 silhouette for New Balance. So yeah, bro, literally, I already opened it up at the crib.
I was gonna wear the joints.
But like it literally came in. Even
that's dope.
Like
it's dope.
Insane. Yeah. But these joints right here, bro, like these probably gonna be like
I've been seeing these around, man.
Bro, they was literally, like I said, they was sending the pack out for sure, bro. And it's like I just feel honored to kind of like wanted to be in a space to like you know, get considered and thought of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But these about to, like, how I say, these might be like my when I be on my projects. It's probably gonna be see heavily these on my feet a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've heard nothing but, you know, great things about this silhouette.
Yeah.
I got a couple homies that got seated too.
Man.
From JD Sports and Foot Locker. Shout
out Foot Locker. Foot Locker just did the one too.
Yeah. That she was actually at that event. So,
yes, I saw that one too as well. What was the it was the same silhouette, different color.
Yeah. They had I've seen a pink one.
Yeah.
I've seen the blue one, and there's one more.
So I wonder, is it like is it how is it like all a pack together? Like how is it? I never like knew much about it really.
I think it's more of like whatever. So each brand, each like retailer gets their own color. You know what I'm saying? So like that color may be exclusive to JD Sports. This color might be exclusive to like Foot Locker. So I'm pretty sure that's how it goes because I haven't seen anyone with the same colorway from another spot. Like I haven't seen anybody from JD Sports with
the Foot Locker joints. Got you.
So I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
Yeah. Well, actually, last question for you though. What is the shoe what is your favorite shoe that you have in your collection? What is the shoe that you always wanted you never got? To grab it fires.
I like it. So my favorite shoe in my collection is my Taxi 12s.
Yeah.
Just because the moment that I was in my life, I had just quit my job. I was making maybe like $725.
Man.
All I had was $180. That was my last check.
Yeah.
And I used that on my Taxi 12s because I had just got an interview to get a better paying job. And like that really like put my career as far as like my 9 to 5 and what I'm doing. That started it.
Yeah.
So that at that time, it wasn't my favorite shoe in my collection.
Yeah.
But like life fast forward, I'm like, yo, that is the shoe that really set the tone for the next 10 to 15 years.
Wow, yeah.
Shoe that I want that I don't have in my collection, man. That's crazy. I can't. Oh, I tell you, White Cement 4s, Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
So they're like there's a special pair that has the scuff.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I've seen those pairs and I've always wanted that pair.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I've never fully seen Do the Right Thing all the way through.
Man.
And I have the Do the Right Thing 3s and that shoe being one of the shoes that I want. I've always catch flack about it. Like, you ain't never seen Do the Right Thing.
You gotta go and search up, bro, like BTS captured images of like Spike during the production. He had the craziest. Spike had one of the coldest like on set productions type of sneakers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Nah.
oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
But even in case of that, just like even like how they had the placements. I think that like the 80s, 90s had like the best placements of like sneakers and shoes. Like I think I'll never forget there was like this one pair of Jamie Lee Curtis was wearing these 3s or 4s. I heard what movie it was. But like they made them look so cool back then. You know what I'm saying? And I wish that get it to that space it is now. But like literally those ones that do the right things are probably like my favorite ones too.
Yeah.
Clean for sure.
Yeah. I get them eventually, you know, once I get to where I'm going. I ain't gonna say where I want to be, where I'm going.
Yeah.
I definitely, that'd be one of the first pairs I'm like, let me pat myself on the back. You know, you did a good job.
Yeah.
Let's get you some shoes that you've always wanted. Yeah. But as we close it out, man, I appreciate you hopping on. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I know time is valuable, so I appreciate you, you know, giving me your time. Any closing remarks? Anything you want to leave the people with?
No, I mean, I'm only praying to drop handles on. You know what I'm saying? They'll find me some way.
Yeah. I mean, you can go ahead though, but to plug that, man. Go ahead, plug yourself, man. You know,
Mike Jones NC. I'm only social media I have right now is Instagram. That's the last. So I deleted Twitter. I deleted TikTok. I deleted Facebook.
Was there a reason, or
I'm just dissociating from social media right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
hey, sometimes you got to.
Point. I know, and it's crazy because it's very important to like our age and time. Let's promote ourselves, our business. I just find detachment from it. So like, honestly, like Instagram, I'm keeping because like that's probably my last form of communication in the ways.
Yeah.
Obviously, like so we got in touch in the ways. Like honestly, so I don't even have my like email or nothing in my.
Yeah, I know because I was gonna send you the invite through your email.
I'll be out the way, bro. Like, I'll be out the way. So I mean. I'm keeping Instagram for a little bit. I may not be on it as much, especially like I'm be working on projects. I don't be on it as much at all. I be kind of detached. But Mike Jones NC on there for sure, and that's really it, man.
I like it, man. I like it. Yeah. Is there anything we can watch out for? Is there something you can, throw a little tease out there?
I can't throw no teasers out.
Okay, I like it.
No, them NDA strong. You know what I'm saying? Just knows like some things definitely coming internally, externally.
I like that.
That's some good exciting things for sure. I was on a very good. I had to take time after that last 2 projects in 2025 to sit back and prep myself for what's to come because now a chapter is closed. And now a new chapter like begins. Especially like me now turning 30. I'm trying to make sure I'm right in a ways to like these next couple of things coming up. Yeah. Make sure everything's aligned and tweaked. You know what I'm saying? So. I like it. It's like a lot of things are soon. Okay. Yeah, in God's time, I just say.
I like it. In
God's time for sure.
One more thing before you go. If you had a chance to design a shoe, what brand, what silhouette?
Man, I literally was thinking about that. Now, what's crazy is I already have the shoe design.
Oh, okay.
One, I had a shoe design. In my fantasy mock-up. But another thing too is like it's another project that I can't say about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
okay.
So two things just at one time.
All right.
But if I were to design a shoe, hypothetically, I would say like a Nike Dunk.
Okay.
For sure, Dunks were like I couldn't like back then I couldn't afford forces like before. Dunks. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
When Dunks were like at Burlington Coat Factory, they're like that was like my favorite type of shoe, and obviously they were like I was big into skating.
Yeah.
So literally like I love how Nike Dunks were made and how they feel and they're very universal, you know what I'm saying? So if I said I'm not in like stuff like this, I only wore this today because I knew we were going to talk about it. I'm typically in Dunks as like my like my typical this is my casual shoe I'm gonna put on, you know what I'm saying? Gotta be a Dunk for sure. But gotta be story meaning behind it, you know what I'm saying? But definitely some type of Dunk. If that in case that's literally like if I were to design a shoe, but then I'm open to anything. Like if Brooks wanted to do something, like if any other like shoe want to do for like A6 in the third, like I follow a lot like J Tips, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's the guy.
Oh my gosh, that's Joe Fresh Goods, all these.
Shout out J Tips.
They take these even like Westside Gun was talking like all these the brands are tapping into like not out of normal market shoes. They're not the big three. It's not Nike. It's not Adidas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now they're like doing random other. I'm saying it just shows that no matter what type of shoe it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it can be.
If you got it, you got it. Right. It don't matter what brand. Yeah.
If I were to try to help bring a shoe back, it'll be the DC skate shoe.
Yo, bro, you got your work cut out for you,
bro. I know
you got your. Hey, but my man, Raheem Mouse,
he
just brought the K Swiss, so like. It's possible.
It's a resurgence, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. If it's doping up and the story hit, bro, you can like I said, bro, you can sell water. You gotta convince people they're thirsty.
Yeah.
My dad hit me that quote all the time.
Yeah.
But like in that case, no matter what the brand it can be, you know what I'm saying? It can be the 2K generic shoe.
Yeah.
The story right with it. You know what I'm saying? Like think about it. So
I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Whatever like brand that wanna test my quote unquote, I said like in musical context, test my pen. I'm up for the challenge. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
But yeah, bro, it's really,
I like it.
So,
well, that's where we're going to end it, guys. As I always say, love, peace, and sneakers.